My name is Michael Young, and I'm a lawyer who handles life insurance beneficiary disputes. In this video, I want to discuss a situation when an employer-provided life insurance policy is not governed by ERISA. And I will tell you that this is an important topic because it is extremely important to determine whether or not a policy is governed by ERISA. I see so many lawyers make this mistake. They assume that a policy is covered by state law, and they don't understand how federal law would override state law and would override certain rights, particularly rights of a spouse that they would have under state law as opposed to federal law. Generally, a policy that an employee obtains through their employer is going to be governed by ERISA, a federal law. But there are some exceptions. First of all, the obvious ones that I see are if someone's in the military or a retired service member and they get their insurance through the military, that would be governed by VGLI or SGLI. Or if they're an employee of the federal government, that would be governed by FEGLI, FEGLI. But there's policies that someone would obtain through an employer that would be otherwise covered by ERISA that are not. And generally, those are going to be employees of a state or a political subdivision of a state. And often that will be public universities or junior colleges in a state, or employees of a public hospital. Those are the most common ones I see. But sometimes you can see life insurance offered through a union or an employee association that would not be governed by ERISA. And occasionally, although it's much rarer that I see it these days, occasionally a court will say that even if a private employer serves as a conduit for insurance, that if the employee pays all the premiums and the employer really has nothing to do with it other than connecting the life insurance company with the employee, that those are not governed by ERISA. But I generally find that to be rare these days. For the most part, if an employee obtains their life insurance through a private employer, the courts are going to find that it's governed by ERISA. And once again, the exceptions that I typically see are employees of public universities or hospitals. This is a very tricky area. If you're involved in a life insurance beneficiary dispute or a dispute that's gone to an interpleader lawsuit, please give me a call.